Game 2 of the World Series tonight. Boston leads 1-0. It's going to be colder tonight than it was in Game 1. Price against Ryu. Red Sox $1.40, 8.5 the total. Should be high scoring again because Ryu had an ERA of 8 and change on the road in the NLCS. I don't understand this move. It should have been Hill, who was better on the road than he was at home, and Ryu in Game 3, who was better at home than he was on the road. I think it's backwards for Roberts, and he made a couple bad decisions in Game 1. In any event, Price finally gets the monkey off the back, gets the win as a starter. Now 1-9 in postseason games when he starts. He says, quote, I guess lighter is a good word. Yesterday we had media day. I got to look forward to it for the first time in a long time. Today's definitely a weight lifted off of me for sure. Not like food tastes better or anything like that, but it was time. I'm definitely glad that the time came and moved past. I look forward to doing the same thing coming up tomorrow. Pressure's off him now. Finally won a game, and they won Game 1. So it's no big deal if they get beat in this one. But I'll tell you this, if they win this one and go up 2-0 and the series shifts to L.A., they're like 116 and whatever their record is. There's like 116 and 46 on the season when you factor in the playoffs. You're going to beat this team 4 out of 5? Good luck.
Yeah, well, sure. The Red Sox won 108 games this season. They were the best team in the regular season, and they've been the best team here in the postseason. I want to go back to Ryu for a minute and those home road splits, because as you mentioned, it's not just in the postseason, the regular season, the numbers were clearly better at Dodger Stadium. His quote through an interpreter, quote, obviously it's a stadium that I pitched in the most. Therefore, I feel pretty comfortable pitching in Dodger Stadium. Having that run of success definitely builds more confidence. I guess that's the reason why, which isn't, oh, I figured it out. I'm going to pitch really well at Fenway tonight. Saying, all right, well, I'm more comfortable pitching at home. And, when I was in Korea, I only saw Fenway Park through TV. It took me so long to actually get here at Fenway Park. My initial reaction to the Green Monster is it's very tall. I think Ryu's up against it. And I agree 100% with your assessment about Price getting off the schneid matters. After you lose 9, you're 0-9 in your postseason career. The way that he did it with a dominant showing matters. He's fared well in previous starts against the Dodgers, 2.25 ERA against them. And you talk about this lineup, here's Alex Cora, what they did last night. From the first at bat, we put pressure on them, and that's what we do. Red Sox are hitting better than the Dodgers right now, and that may be all that matters for the rest of this World Series.
Lineup's too good. Benintendi with 4 hits. He was 25-1 to win the MVP at some shops. The last 10 teams that have led 2-0 in the World Series have won. It's 80% all time, so the Dodgers up against it. But there's no let-up. Even Leon got a hit. You saw Nunez go deep. I don't think that was a bad decision taking Baez out. I don't think you can trust Wood, who continues to give up home runs. That was questionable. The other thing, too, can Kershaw catch a break? Jesus. Like he said after the game, he didn't pitch well. But it's Game 1 of the World Series. You drop a pop-up to start the game, and Betts comes around to score, and then for the 90th time, Puig can't hit the cutoff man? He never hits the cutoff man. And there was no play at the plate to be made. He wants to show off his arm, and so they can move up to second on that. He comes around to score. And then again, the inherited runners. He has horrible luck in his postseason career where he comes out with 2 on, and Madsen gives up 2 more runs and 2 more hits as well, go back and look that up. His record stinks in terms of when he leaves a game with guys on base. The relievers can never get out of the inning.
Sure, and that's good news for us because in theory, that should provide value on Kershaw starts somewhere down the line because we know that he's had bad luck and that things just haven't broke right for him. But I don't know if that's going to be in this series. It's certainly not going to be tonight. Manny Machado, talking about the Dodgers after yesterday's loss. And this is a quote. Frankly, I didn't like it. Quote, we got to keep fighting, keep doing what they're doing. Nunez came up there, got a clutch hit. You got to tip your cap off. I think Alex Wood threw a good pitch there, but he just made a better swing. Just come back tomorrow, keep fighting, keep doing what we're doing. What you're doing is losing Game 1 of the World Series. You don't want to keep doing what you're doing. You want to hit the ball a little bit better and pitch a little bit better. I don't know if they get the job done in either of those regards tonight.
I like the rested team, too. They were sitting home. They took all of September off, essentially. They had everything wrapped up. They take out the Yankees in 4. They take out the Astros in 5. They wait around. Dodgers had the Game 163. They had to go 7 games on the road in the NLCS. Then the short turnaround and back on the road for the World Series. I think that's a big deal.
Like the show? Help us keep the lights on. Please make sure to comment, share, and subscribe to all the Sportsbook Review videos. Thanks so much. Best of luck. Enjoy the games.